Yeah, by the time you get rich too, that's when you got enough demons to where for sure you need therapy. I mean, you might have needed some before, but yeah, they've accrued over that time.
Man, you can go back. You can go back in the circuit and take things out and repair it, and then live a lavish, wonderful, peaceful life. It's great.
Yeah,
I couldn't make
it works.
records if
but
I
the
was
music does that for us anyway.
That's right.
I believe that. I mean, 90% of it, it's all the music, and we feel good about our playing. That's our therapy. We feel good about our interaction with our other musician bros, and that's what we get. We get our happiness and joy there. That's
I always hope the music would help musicians be able to let go more, because I know, we all know, especially playing improvisational music, the better you are at letting go, and like you were saying, Bill, letting go of the judgment, just being in the moment, the more you hit those bullseyes. And then when we get off stage, we can't do it. It's like, what is, you have this perfect model for doing it on stage.
Right.
And then it took me till 40 and really till 50 when I finally, I started to wrestle it at 40 or start to let go at 40, whatever, however you want to look at it. But then it took me another 10 years to really, it's like, man, why can't I do this on stage? I've heard guys say it. Why can't I feel like that off stage? And I was like, yeah, I know we can. I just have not figured it out yet,
Well, what's really interesting is we thought that being a musician was ultimate job security because we could just go play. And I think it's a rickety structure, the idea of getting your self-worth out of playing music. But what we always thought was, well, we're always going to be able to go on stage. So even if it isn't the world's most healthy thing in terms of being able to handle stuff ourselves, the stage is always going to be there. We'll just go work it out on stage. And for the first time in 100 years, the stage wasn't there. Yeah. And for the first time, we were like, oh, I can't go work out my self-worth on stage. So where does my self-worth lie now that it really was like Superman 2 or something. Every comic book movie series has the one movie where you lose your powers and you're Clark Kent the whole time. And I didn't have a cape anywhere to be found for a year.
No capes, huh?
Yeah. I saw people struggle with that too, with their identity, like where they place their identity. And because that started to shift for me at 40 and definitely by 50, like when I met Jess and then had Nigel, now my identity is as her husband and his dad. And that literally is first, as soon as his head popped out, it went whop, and it's like, you're not Oteil the whatever, you're this human's dad. And so when the pandemic came, I didn't have that crush. I was like, man, I get to hang out with Nigel. I was like, man, I was kind of ready for a break. I was worried a little, but I embraced the break more so and didn't play like you, John. I didn't even touch my bass, but I didn't have that hardcore.
Me too.
I had a different thing to struggle with, but not my identity. And some people I saw them lose their lives over it. It was a hard test, man.